Cause she said I needed a new whip. Cause I know that you're still ballin'. She just wanna go back to the future, so I brought that girl a DeLorean. Big fucking ripped to the flash jacket from 2016 to 2020. He's sitting right over there. I don't want to go get it though. We had a Back to the Future 2 Marty McFly jacket. I think he wears it better than me though. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this, about these. The issue is that it's on a controller that I haven't really featured on the channel yet, but I will. The Razer Wolverine TE is something we'll be taking a look at later, but today we're talking about Kontrol Freeks. Now this is something I've talked a lot of shit about in the past. I mean, kind of. I've replied to a lot of people who are like, hey, you should check out Kontrol Freeks. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking gay. The reason I've been very unwilling to try Kontrol Freeks is because every time I've seen Kontrol Freeks, they're on a $160 controller like this, or an Elite Series 1, or an Elite Series 2. Guess what? All those expensive as balls controllers come with thumbsticks that are extended. So yeah, I kind of just thought Kontrol Freeks were for idiots. They actually do have a purpose though, and they are a lot more useful than I initially anticipated. For the low price of under 20 bucks, you can increase your accuracy in your games by just slapping a little attachment onto your thumbstick. It's that easy. These are the PS4 Inferno ones. I can't really put Xbox Kontrol Freeks on this because Razer. In fact, these thumbsticks don't actually fit the Kontrol Freeks. I had to fuck with the thumbstick a little bit to get it to work. So yeah, I think the Razer Wolverine officially has the widest thumbsticks on the market, but they're not as wide as these Kontrol Freeks, which is actually a good thing. We'll talk about that in a minute. The main purpose of Kontrol Freeks, like I said earlier, is to give you a lot more accuracy in your games. Thumbsticks that are taller and wider give movement in games a much more smoother appearance. Shorter thumbsticks are extremely quick to the point. The issue with them though is that they're a bit too quick and they're not as accurate. Like I said in my comparison video with the Razer Wolverine Ultimate and the Power Fusion Pro, wider thumbsticks mean much smoother movement, but it takes longer for that movement to happen. So when using a Kontrol Freek, you're probably going to need to bump up your sensitivity just a bit. I tried this on Fortnite and I had to up my sensitivity by about 2%, and then I had to drop my dead zones by about 1%, but it's not something significant. While I couldn't recommend Kontrol Freeks to anyone who has a pro controller with swappable thumbsticks, I could recommend them more to people with stock controllers, or, like I have here, a pro controller with paddles, trigger stops, a bunch of extra buttons, but this one does not have swappable thumbsticks. Although I think that Kontrol Freeks would be a lot more useful than someone who's on a stock controller, because having a much more accurate experience on an Xbox or PS4 controller, especially on a stock one, is a really big game changer. Just the simple act of making your controller 50% more accurate, that's not even an actual number, just saying. But even the simple act of making your controller just a bit more accurate with its movement and the thumbsticks can make a drastic difference in gameplay and your skill level. Thumbsticks are actually something I really do want to go deep dive into. I want to make a video deep diving into the modules underneath the thumbsticks themselves, how they work, what the best ones are, and the forefront of that video will probably be Kontrol Freeks, yeah. Hi there. Hi there. I might have to come in frame. Hi there. That was my mom. Hi, Mom. There is one thing I do have to complain about with the Kontrol Freeks though, and it's not really so much of a complaint, it's more of a complaint that other people have given me. I've heard a lot of longevity issues with Kontrol Freeks. I've heard that they wear out after a few months, and I will do a 1 month and a 3 month update, and that's going to take literally no time at all. This video took absolutely no fucking effort, so I'm assuming those videos are going to be 60 seconds long, if that. But I do want to update you guys each and every month because I'm really hoping these are going to last. But if you have to buy them every 2 months, all of a sudden that $20 becomes $120 a year. So as a smaller attachment, you just need to be more responsible with it, that's all. But as for longevity, I suppose we'll see, but that's the biggest fucking issue on this channel now, isn't it? I will have a link to the ones I have here down in the description below. I know a lot of you guys also have Razer Wolverines, Wolverine TEs. These do fit on these controllers, only the PS4 ones, but you do have to fuck with your thumbstick a little bit, and that's not fun. If you're using anything except a Razer controller though, I'm assuming they'd work fine. So stock controller boys, pro controller boys who don't have removable thumbsticks, go for it. Pro controller boys who have pro controllers that have thumbsticks, especially extended ones, you're fucking retarded. Oh, but I like the way it feels, Cuda. I like the way it feels. It feels. Shut up. Shut up. You paid $200 for a controller and you're not using the features. Why am I so mad about this? Why do I care? I don't know. So yeah, in terms of the content we'll be having in the upcoming weeks and months, well, we got this. We have this versus this. I'm going to have updates on this. I'm going to have more controller content here throughout the rest of January, beginning of February, and throughout the end of February, we'll try to phase it out. Not completely, just do it less often and try to move more into like PCs, keyboards, headsets, everything else, you know, try to get more diversity on the channel. But that all starts with these two items right here. So if you are curious about this or this, please subscribe. Before I go though, I do need to shout out our members. So we got a few new members this time since the last video we had out. The biggest shout out to our console tier with JG, Waterless, God, Exo Casper, Nenzaki, and our new members, Maynard Lano, I'm stupid, aren't I? Jackie Evans, and 4Kid. Hey, I got that one right too. You know, I'm like a billion for a billion. I did get one of these wrong. Shut up. That was an old video. We don't talk about those things. And for the PC Master Race tier, we have Noah Jacques, Nick Garcia, and Loris P. I appreciate you boys so fucking much. And if you yourself would like to become a member, I have time machine buttons down below. What you have to do is you have to flick the flux capacitor, and you have to hit 88 miles. See, you know, I need to rewatch these movies. I haven't watched them in a minute. I love you guys so much. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.